Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing you're 35. Not 35 and successful. Not 35 and fulfilled. Just 35. The years moved, the calendar changed. Your hairline shifted a little. Your responsibilities increased. But the dreams, they stayed exactly where they were. Still sitting in the same place they were when you were 20. The book never written. The business never started. The body never built. The skills never learned. The songs never released. The life never lived. Most people are terrified it's a failure. But that's not the real tragedy. The real tragedy is reaching the end of your youth and discovering that you never truly used it. Because wasting your 20s isn't something that happens in a single day. It happens quietly. One comfortable decision at a time. One excuse at a time. One postponed goal at a time. And by the time most people realize what's happening, years have disappeared. This isn't a video about becoming rich. It's not about becoming famous. It's about understanding the price of delay, because every choice has a cost, even the choice to do nothing. Chapter 1. The biggest lie. Young people believe the biggest lie. Young people believe is simple. I have time. Technically, it's true. You probably do have time. But time isn't the same thing as opportunity. A 20-year-old and a 40-year-old both have 24 hours in a day. Yet 1 hour is worth more to the younger person. Why? Because of compounding. Imagine planting a tree. One person plants it at 20, another plants it at 30. The second person can still grow the tree, but they can never recover the 10 years of growth they lost. Life works the same way. Skills compound, knowledge compounds, relationships compound, money compounds, confidence compounds, momentum compounds. The earlier you start, the more powerful the result becomes. The danger isn't that you don't have enough time. The danger is believing you have so much time that you don't need to act today. Chapter 2. The addiction to comfort. Most people don't ruin their future through dramatic mistakes. They ruin it through comfort. Comfort is seductive. Comfort doesn't look dangerous. Comfort feels safe. Comfort tells you, start tomorrow. Skip today. Relax. You deserve a break. And sometimes you do. The problem is when breaks become a lifestyle. A lot of people think they're resting. They're actually hiding. Hiding from risk. Hiding from effort. Hiding from rejection. Hiding from responsibility. Comfort slowly becomes a prison. Not because it's painful, because it's pleasant. The softest chains are often the strongest. Chapter 3. The invisible years. 1 year is easy to waste. 5 years is devastating. Yet 5 wasted years are usually just 1 wasted year repeated 5 times. Nobody wakes up planning to waste half a decade. Instead, they postpone again and again and again. The gym starts next month. The business starts next year. The channel starts when everything is perfect. The book starts after more research. The dream starts later, and later becomes never. The most dangerous phrase in the world isn't, I can't. It's, I'll do it later. Chapter 4. The skill gap. Look around. Every successful person has something valuable. A skill. Something they can do that creates value. Maybe they write. Maybe they sell. Maybe they code. Maybe they teach. Maybe they entertain. Maybe they lead. The exact skill doesn't matter. What matters is that they spent years developing it. Meanwhile, many people spend their 20s consuming, watching, scrolling, observing, commenting, reacting, learning about success instead of practicing success. Knowledge without action creates the illusion of progress. You feel productive, but nothing changes. Because information is not transformation, action is. Chapter 5. The cost of bad habits. Habits are interest rates on your future. A small habit seems insignificant. One cigarette, one drink, 1 hour of scrolling, one skipped workout, one late morning. But habits don't arrive alone, they bring friends. One bad habit becomes another, then another, then another. Years later, you look at your life and wonder how you got there. The answer wasn't a single decision. It was repetition. Your future is built from repeated actions, not occasional intentions. Chapter 6. The people you surround yourself with. There is a painful truth most people learn too late. Not everyone is meant to go where you're going. Some people love the old version of you, the version that stayed small, the version that stayed comfortable, the version that never challenged them. Growth changes relationships. Sometimes friendships end. Sometimes people mock your goals. Sometimes they call you obsessed. Sometimes they laugh. But remember this, the crowd rarely applauds while you're building. They applaud after you've built. Chapter 7. The regret of potential. Potential is one of the most dangerous words in existence. People love hearing it. You have potential. You're talented. You're gifted. But potential is worthless by itself. A seed has potential. A dream has potential. An idea has potential. Potential only matters if it becomes reality. There are cemeteries filled with unrealized potential. Books never written. Businesses never launched. Songs never recorded. Lives never fully lived. The world is not short of talent. It's short of people willing to execute consistently. Chapter 8. The moment everything changes, eventually everyone reaches a moment where excuses stop working, a moment where reality becomes impossible to ignore. Maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's a breakup, maybe it's losing someone, maybe it's watching your peers move ahead, maybe it's looking in the mirror and realizing you're becoming someone you never intended to become. That moment hurts, but it's also a gift, because awareness is the beginning of change. Chapter 9. You are not too late. If you're 20, you're not late. If you're 25, you're not late. If you're 28, you're not late. Even if you're 35, you're not late. You're only late when you stop moving. The purpose of this video isn't to make you feel guilty. It's to remind you that the future is still being written. Every day is another vote for the person you're becoming. Every workout, every page read, every skill practiced, every disciplined choice, every uncomfortable action, you're building someone, whether you realize it or not. One day you'll meet your future self, not literally, but through the consequences of today's choices. That future version of you is watching every excuse, watching every delay, watching every promise you make to yourself. The question isn't whether time will pass, it will. The question is who you'll become while it does. Because the cost of wasting your 20s isn't losing years, it's losing the person you could have become. And that price is far too expensive. So start, messy, imperfect, unprepared. Start anyway. Because 1 year from now you'll wish you had started today. And 10 years from now you'll either thank yourself or wonder what could have been. Bring